Hello guys, I'm Andres from Wise Workflows. Welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to learn how to use Audacity, a free audio editing tool to insert silences into AI text-to-speech generated audio in a practical and fast way. Let's dive right in. Okay, so let's first imagine a use case where you are creating an English course, and in this course you want to include a listening module where the user is meant to listen to conversational phrases and repeat them afterwards as a method of practicing them. So you go ahead and grab your phrases, put them in the text-to-speech module of ElevenLabs, generate them, and let's go ahead and listen to them to see what kind of audio we get.
Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the nearest train station? Can I pay by credit card, or is it cash only? Do you know what time the museum closes today? I'd like to make a reservation for 2.
Okay, so right away we are noticing that we have only like half a second or a second between each phrase, which is not nearly enough for the student to repeat each of these phrases after listening them. So ideally we would like silences between each phrase, like 2, 3, or 4 seconds, depending on how long the phrase is. And as of now, we don't have any reliable method to insert these silences within the ElevenLabs platform. We do have the pauses feature, but as of now, it only allows us to insert up to 3-second pauses. And if we try to use more than 3 or 4 pauses, we quickly notice that the audio deteriorates. So for the time being, we need to rely on post-production audio tools, and we're going to check Audacity, a free audio editing tool that will allow us to do exactly that. So let's go ahead and go to Audacity. Alright guys, so here we're in Audacity. I'll leave you a link in the description below so you can download and install the tool. After you're set up with that, the first step is opening the file you're going to be working with. In my case, I'll use the generated phrases from ElevenLabs. So just go to File, then Open, and grab your audio file. Once you have the audio file loaded, let's first see what would be the manual process to insert a silence. After that, I'll teach you guys a more streamlined workflow that involves the use of labels and keyboard shortcuts, which will allow you to go much faster in case you have to insert a lot of silences. With your audio file open, you'll see the waveform of your track. Displayed in the main window, use your mouse to click on the track where you want to insert the silence. Go to the Generate menu at the top of the screen. From the drop-down menu, select Silence. A new window will pop up asking you to specify the duration of the silence you want to insert. You can enter the length of the silence in hours, minutes, seconds, and even milliseconds. We'll go for 3 seconds. And it's as easy as that, guys. If you only need to insert a few silences, the manual way of doing it is not that bad. But let's imagine that I was working with an audio file of, say, 50 or so phrases. Doing it this way would be pretty time consuming. So let's take a look at a way to do it much faster. But before doing that, let's use the shortcut Ctrl-Z to undo the silence we just inserted so we have the audio file in its original length again. First, go to Tracks and make sure Sync Lock is checked. You'll see why once we start using labels. The next step is creating a hotkey to insert silences using a keyboard shortcut. To do this, go to Edit, click on Preferences, and search for Shortcuts at around the bottom of the list. Now, in Key Bindings, select View by Name and search for Silence. You should see the Silence tool in this list. Select it and then go to the hotkey type bar at the bottom and just type the key or keys combination you want to use. In my case, I'll use Ctrl and the dot key. So I'll just press and hold Ctrl and press the dot key. Now let's click on Set, then OK, and we are all done with that. Now we have keyboard shortcut to add silences pretty fast. The next step is adding labels at each point where you want to insert a silence. To speed up this process, you can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+B, which is my recommendation of course, or you can do this manually by going to Edit, then Labels, and Add Label at Selection. So you would just click on the first point of your audio where you want to insert a silence, add a label, and repeat the process all the way to the end. Don't insert any silences just yet, this comes next after you've placed all your labels. You'll notice that we now have a labels track below the audio track. The next step is placing your cursor in your audio track so that it aligns with your first label. You'll see a yellow line indicating that both points are aligned. So you just click there and use your recently created silence shortcut to open the silence window. You'll notice that the previously used duration is pre-saved, so just press Enter to add the silence. Use the shortcut Alt and right arrow key to navigate to the next marker and repeat the process. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can now just export the edited audio file by going to File and then Export Audio. Unless you know what you are doing, I would leave the export settings as they are, besides changing the file name and destination folder, of course. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like the video if it was of any value to you, and also please don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay tuned to more content such as this. And finally, if you'd like to see more tutorials on how to implement audio editing tools into your AI text-to-speech workflows, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching again, and see you next time.